Welcome back to CEO.CA. Today we're speaking with West High Yield Resources, who after a long number of years have just received the green light to build one of North America's largest magnesium mines. I've got the entire team from the company here with me. Barry, Frank, Fuad, thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
So yes, you've just gotten the permit for the Record Ridge project from the British Columbia government. Frank, let's start with you. Can you give us an overview of the project itself and what this permit now allows you to do that you couldn't do just a few days ago?
Well, the project's located in British Columbia, 2 miles north of the Washington state border. We've been working on the project a total of 22 years, 15 years to delineate the project and do the drilling, and 7 years for permit application. The permit that we just received allows us to start mining, but we still have a few minor conditions to fill, and then we'll be starting cutting the trees, building the roads, setting up the mine site, and then we start producing.
Mm-hmm. And in getting this permit, you'd partnered up with Chemist Solutions, an Indigenous-led firm. How critical was the partnership here to getting this permit?
The involvement of the Soy Indian Band and Chemist Solutions is critical. I mean, Indigenous economic reconciliation is an important part of any kind of project in Canada and specifically British Columbia. And for us, it's been a pillar and cornerstone of us moving forward. We have a cooperation agreement in place. We also, through Chemist Solutions, who's a partner company of the Soy Indian Bands, will be undertaking much of the construction work as well as the mining work that takes place, giving them not only economic benefits, but jobs, training, and environmental oversight. Because again, we're looking to develop this project in the most environmentally sustainable and sensitive way that we can. The ore delivers 94% of saleable products. And because the ore is so rich, we're able to take it off the mountain for processing, which means we have a very small footprint. We're basically drilling, blasting, crushing, and shipping. No tailings ponds, no processing plant on the facility, making it a very, as probably the greenest project you'll find on the continent.
Well, what's the realistic timeline from today to your first ore shipment? We can see that you're selling raw ore to a buyer first instead of processing it yourselves. Why do that? Maybe Barry, you can take it away for us.
Well, we're phasing this project from start to finish. So given that there currently is no domestic refining capabilities in Canada and North America, we have an offtake agreement with someone else who will buy the ore from us for the first couple of years and process it offshore. This will allow us to generate cash flow and allow us to get a bankable feasibility study in place to build a domestic refining facility.
So China produces, or rather, China is the dominant producer for the world's magnesium supply. Does that make you a strategic asset to supply chains in North America, or does it make you vulnerable to pricing pressure from such a dominant producer?
I think it's a great question. I think it very much makes us the secure supply chain for North America. As you're aware, China controls the bulk of rare earths and critical minerals globally. And in order for manufacturers to have a safe, secure supply chain, there needs to be alternate sources of supply, as China's using this both as a carrot and a stick currently geopolitically. So there's a very huge thrust from a manufacturing segment to repatriate manufacturing onshore North America, or the current administration in the U.S. to do so. And they need safe, secure supply chains. So given that we're in a safe jurisdiction, we have a large onshore resource, and not only just magnesium, but we have high-grade silica, nickel, and iron. It makes us one of the more predominant critical mineral projects that's at permit stage, ready to go to construction, currently on the continent.
And you've got something called green processing. How does that method differentiate you from conventional magnesium production?
Well, conventional magnesium production is based on magnesite. Over 90% is based on magnesite. And this is a magnesium carbonate ore. When calcinated, separate the carbon, and there will be a lot of emission of carbon dioxide. Unlike the conventional, our process, first, our ore is based on silica, it's a serpentine ore. There is zero carbon. And with our green process, we leach it. We leach it with hydrochloric acid. And we end up getting everything in the ore will come out as a product, as a high purity product, starting from from magnesium oxide to the silica to the iron and the nickel. So pretty much very little left as a benign waste, which can also be sold as a construction product. So no emission because we have no carbon. We're using leaching, not calcination, so also no carbon, and there is no waste. So in total, no waste and no emission. And we're not only a one product ore. So magnesite is only one product ore, while in our case we have multiple products. That's the main difference between conventional and our process.
Well, my final question could be to Barry or Frank or both. It's all about when. So when will you actually break ground here for why?
Well, we're looking to break ground as soon as possible. There's preconditions in the permit that we're just finalizing, which we're optimistic that we can be into the ground in Q4 of 2025.
Oh, very good. Gentlemen, thank you for being here with us.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Tickers are all below for you guys, so please take the time to do your own homework. And of course, you can go to CEO.CA and search the ticker symbol to see what people are saying on the channel about the company. Thanks for watching.